We're sisters, shining bright, faithful friends, walking in the light. Behind the mask, the truth unfolds, friendship strong, our stories told. Faith and fire, hearts collide, with laughter and love right by your side. Together we rise, together we glow. The SISTARS Podcast, welcome to the show. Together we rise, together we glow. The SISTARS Podcast, welcome to the show.
So hello, sisters and bro stars. Welcome back. But in this episode, we are talking about falling back. Let me ask the question first.
Okay.
So, if God had invited you to be a VIP at the creation of the world, what would you have want to see created and why? Like he said, come with me, I'm finna create the world. What do you want to see created?
I would go with day one because he saw something to say, turn on the light.
Interesting. Okay.
My head went somewhere else. Dang. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't think of anything because you're saying in addition to what was already created.
No, like he's finna create the world.
Oh, you want
And
to?
he invited you to be a
girl.
VIP sitting right there next to him. Like, what you want to see him create?
Oh no, I'm just watching the master.
So there's no one specific thing you would want to see.
I'm just watching the master work.
Okay.
I'm glad to be in the number that I can be a VIP.
You're beholding the beauty.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thing would probably be the Grand Canyon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to see it all.
Watch it carve out.
Yeah.
I just imagine it was like, I don't know.
I think for me, I would just want to see how he came about creating these dolphins and these killer whales. Now, I'm finna cry.
I forget how much you
'Cause
love.
Jesus gonna look at me like, why are you crying? Like, what is your problem? Don't worry about it. You already know. You created me, so you know.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, everything he created was amazing.
Right.
And I don't think we could even wrap our minds around
Yeah.
anything. Even though I love the show The Big Bang Theory, I
love the
just,
Sheldon.
yeah. Sheldon Cooper. Okay, Sheldon.
I don't watch it either. It's okay.
No? Oh, okay. Okay.
No, me and Shaq looked at each other. I was about to
Like,
tell her. I was about to say I don't watch it, and she was
y'all
like, I don't know what they're
started
talking
looking at each other.
about. I was like, oh, okay, good. Me neither.
Sheldon? Okay. So, keeping it falling back, how do you keep yourself or others or your community from falling back into old habits, old relationships, old thinking patterns, old habits that are not good for you?
I mean, I think it just starts with, I think we've made each other accountability partners. So just, having accountability.
Being direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I know what your goals are and, where your future focused is and I know what you're at, then if I kind of see you venturing off from that, I'd be like
Yeah.
might want to give a little cause for pause with that. Just have you considered this? I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm like trying to impose my will on anybody. So I may, if I see it and I may just say, like, hey, have you ever considered this? Or what have you thought about that? But yeah, if it's not in alignment with where you're headed, then, I might feel compelled to say something.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like you biting your tongue. You're right.
So I'm thinking, So something Shakira says to me all the time, whenever something happens, she's like, I have a tell. So that means that you have to be around your friends enough to be able to tell when something is shifting, or allow yourself to be open to allow your friends to see when that tell is happening. So I think the person on both sides have to have that intentionality to be around their people so that they can be able to tell when something is about to shift, because things can shift, and if you're not being intentional with your friendships, it's just like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's kind of like you said last episode, when you're slipping back into old patterns, or not last episode, but a couple of episodes when we were talking about slipping back into our negative thinking, or slipping back into things that no longer serve us. Interesting. Well, I mean, I just feel like with old habits come the mental rewind. So it's kind of like, this seems familiar. Like I've visited this before. I know how it made me feel. Why am I going back to it?
Ooh. Is it the comfort, the familiarity?
I think it's the comfort and the familiarity of it all.
I think it's a default mechanism, and you know, they're set points for different things, and sometimes you have to push through your set point if you want to advance, because otherwise, you know, that's why some people, they can only make a certain amount of money, or they can only receive a certain amount of love, because you have a set point that you feel like, okay, this is all that I can receive, or
This
all
is
that
all
I
I
can have.
deserve.
This is all I deserve. So if you know, butt up against the set point, then you're going to fall back. The thing is that if you've hit the set point, you have to make a decision. Am I going to fall back, or am I going to push through?
So it's like that
mindset.
glass
It's,
ceiling.
yeah, it's like the glass ceiling. Like, are you willing to break it, you know, or go back? So I think it's really like a default mechanism. It's comfort, it's familiar, and so it's all those things. And so you have to just, like I said, make a conscious decision as to whether or not you're going to choose to move forward or fall back.
Yeah. I think it's important too to realize that there's a choice,
For sure.
right? Like you have to decide, like, do I quit, or, you know, all right, I'm back where I was, or is it, okay, in order to interrupt this, I got to do something different and interrupt the pattern.
I believe in pattern interrupts.
Well,
And
that
I
was
think
you.
about it, you know, they say it takes 21 days to create a habit. So it's like these incremental things that you're doing to develop this habit. And sometimes you might not be, for most people, they might not be aware that day one, they're starting the chain reaction to creating this habit. And so you have to be aware and go back to journaling and looking back and considering all these different things. Because if you don't recognize it, you get to day 21 and be like, wait a minute.
Right. Right.
How did I get
How did I
here?
get here?
Right.
Yeah. That intentionality has to be there.
Yeah.
You know, with creating the habits, with breaking habits, you gotta be intentional to break it, and then you have to be intentional to keep it until it becomes a habit. So I think, yeah, falling back is just one of those. It's human nature,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
So would that be like step one of progression or moving forward? Just starting, just saying, okay, this needs to change. Here's what I need to do. But what about telling someone how to start?
Just start.
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, just start.
Okay.
And I would say, like, I mean, it's even like losing weight, right? So you remove all the snacks, remove all the distractions, so that you can be focused on the intention that you have. And then once you have that intention, make sure you have all the tools around so that you can get to that goal. Because sometimes you be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start on Monday. You start on Monday, you still got the Oreos in there. You still got your licorice Portia sitting on the counter waiting on you. You know, I done told my husband to hide the licorice from me, but then I asked him for it. And he gets it. Like,
right.
you that's not how you break the habit.
Right.
The way to break the habit is to remove it. Don't buy it. Don't hide it, husband. I mean, you still hide it. You know, you get weak sometimes. No, I'm just playing. But really, like, you have to set yourself up for success.
Right.
And if you're not doing that, then you're really setting yourself up to fail.
For sure.
Right. And I think also it comes with once you that 21 days, it's like, oh my gosh, like I can do this. I progress forward. This is something. I think I was listening to a YouTuber and she was talking about she did the water fast. And I was like, okay. And she said day one I was good. She was like, because she was used to intermittent fasting. So, you know, the first day was okay because she was busy or whatever. She said the second day was, you know, kind of easy too. But she said as she got to them other days,
Baby.
she said she was feeling weak and her head was hurting and she couldn't. She said, but when she completed it, she was like, oh my God, if I would have never pushed myself,
Wow.
I would have never known I could have done this. So I feel like, sorry y'all.
You're right.
So I feel like that's shedding the weight as well. When you get to the end and you can look back and be like, oh my God, I was able to do it. I was able to lose the weight.
Push
I
through.
was able to push through.
Yeah.
So, and then also holding yourself accountable. I would say don't beat yourself up. If you do go back for the licorice, Sean, if you do go back for the trail mix, it's okay, baby. It's all right. You just start over. You just
Right.
start again. You just put that one foot in front of the other. And
I mean, it took us a decade to create those two habits. We've been eating that for a very long
Yeah.
time.
Listen.
For as long as we've known each other.
Listen, I have an embarrassing story.
I need to hear it.
What's
So,
up?
okay.
You need to hear
I
it.
need to hear it.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just a regular trail mix.
Right?
It was the Chex mix, the sweet and salty, right?
Ooh.
So one day before work, I went into Walmart and there was one bag, but it was all the way to the bag. I went and got a broomstick
In Walmart.
in the Walmart.
So listen, I had already made the effort of coming to the store. I can't leave empty-handed.
I can't leave.
Can't do it.
You should have saw me sweeping that bag from the bag.
Listen.
Folks, this is what addiction looks like.
Listen,
Yes.
Does it really? Is that addiction?
That was a
That's-
sign
Yeah.
from the Lord.
It was no portion. I'm talking about like the broom. Like I had to literally reach and pull the bag.
So you went to the hardware section,
I walked my little happy self all the way over to the brooms and mops.
to the brooms and mops.
Yeah,
I can't judge you.
and I
No,
got
no
the-
judgment.
And I got
Nah,
the
I'm just saying,
the
'cause I done
broomstick
probably
and
did
pushed the
worse.
bag up. You know what I'm saying?
I done went to multiple Publixes
Oh, me too.
looking for my licorice.
And was mad when they didn't have it.
I was, cause I was like, why is that? What is it, a drought? Like, what? Y'all not making it right now? What is happening? Do you remember? At one point, my licorice came and it was stuck together. I bought it at the store and it was all stuck together and it was all starchy and pasty. And I wrote the company and they sent me a 24-pack box for letting them know that the practice was not practice. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Manufacturing wasn't doing what it was supposed to do.
Oh, you go deep into this.
Oh, I haven't in a very long time because they haven't made any, you know, terrible batches in a long time. It was so bad at one point though. I knew the batch numbers of the ones to eat and not to eat because they were coming out chewy like plastic. So I knew this batch number, leave that alone and do this batch. And I would dig through them to find that batch and only eat that one. Yeah, that's terrible. But, you know, I'm a lot better now. I can go weeks without it.
Oh.
Right, like
Yeah.
I, you know.
I noticed you hadn't had it.
Yeah, I can go weeks without it now.
Okay.
I mean,
That's an accomplishment, folks.
That is
right.
That is
Because
big.
I used to eat 2. I could do 2, 3 within like maybe 2 days because
Yeah.
it was what I wanted.
I would never eat food. I just
I
wanted
wouldn't
the
eat
trail mix.
food.
I just wanted the trail
Exactly.
mix.
Something's wrong.
So,
So I
well,
had to ease up.
I didn't see anything wrong, but
I mean,
I guess
the people around me
the people around me saw something wrong
had to
with
bring
that.
it to my attention. You know,
Yeah, because my mama was like, "What?"
that is a habit that I have fell back into.
But that accountability, once again, that accountability saw
Necessary.
that you were slipping and it's like, come on out.
Yeah, yeah.
Necessary.
You know, Alicia Keys said it best. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. Sometimes I feel good. That is what trail needs to be to me. But anyway, for our friendship tie-in, so do you think your SISTARS or your bro stars hold you accountable?
I think so.
You do?
Yeah.
My
think
bro
so.
star does. He do.
He does.
He do. He do.
Do you
My
think at
sisters
times
for
this-
sure. I can't really say for sure about bro stars, but
So do you think there's times they don't hold you accountable enough?
I would never tell him that. No. Trying to be like, do you want me to make you what now? Because you said, yeah, no, I don't need that. I'm not
You don't need
ready.
that pressure in your life?
I'm not ready for that type of pressure right now. Let me say that. So yeah, no.
Okay.
But he holds me accountable, and I feel like y'all hold me accountable. Rebecca is, Lushawn.
I don't even say nothing.
What did I do?
What?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what did I do?
I don't even say nothing to you.
I'm an innocent bystander in this thing called life.
Innocent.
See, what did I say earlier?
Rebecca's always like,
Bishop Princey.
but see, okay. Y'all don't think y'all hold people accountable? You don't think when you be like texting, or Becky will do this, you'll text Becky, ask her a question, it'll take her all day to get back to you. But when she do, she call you, and then she lay you down some riddle, and you be like, oh my God. This heifer just told me about myself in the like most what? So, Portia, you know that you whoa, wait a minute. This Bohemian accent and all these big words. Just slow down with the accent and the words. But you always do that. And then Lushawn, she don't even know she doing it. You just end up getting a text and she's just like, all right now, are we acting accordingly? And you be like, oh shoot, am I? Like, okay, let me get my life together. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Don't you feel that way? Don't they get you? Do they get you too? They get me. They be on me.
They be on you?
I feel like they do.
You feel like that?
I do. But I ask for it most of the time. It's okay.
So anyway, for our viewer engagement.
So anyway.
For our viewer engagement, so how would you like your SISTARS or your bro stars to show up for you when thinking about falling back into bad habits? How would you like for them to show up for you?
You know, like how would I want them to show up?
Yeah.
I guess I'm in a space now where I think it before I would not be open to, like someone could tell me something, I'd be like, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
But now I'm open to it because I don't want to fall back. Like
Yeah.
I get to the point, I think I'm to the point that it's kind of annoying. I want to be annoying to be like, I want you to hold me accountable. Like, I want you to stop me. Because I know myself so
Yeah.
well. Like, please stop me. Just stop the roller coaster. Stop the train ride. Stop it.
Remind me.
Remind me.
Sis, stop me.
Right.
For me right now, that's the space that I'm in. Mm-hmm. And I think it's these spaces and places, they will change and evolve over time for everyone. Like sometimes you need someone to be like pressing on you. Other times you just need maybe a little tap on the shoulder and be like, hey, just stop. So, but I'm in that phase because, as we said earlier, God been telling me stop for a little bit. And,
And you've been like,
That is self-awareness at its best.
you know, when God telling you to stop.
And I love that for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Faithful Friends Challenge for this week. Identify one negative thought pattern that you often fall into. Write it down, but also notice how you're feeling when you write that negative thought pattern down. And then next to that negative thought, replace it with a positive thought and see how you feel afterwards.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Really? How do you feel?
It works.
It does.
It works.
It works.
It's just something about it. You'd be like, I thought that about myself. Like,
Right.
like, what?
I wouldn't talk like that to my friends. Right. My enemies.
Right.
But that's amazing that we say these things about ourselves.
Yeah.
And then, like, how you say, I will call you and tell you something. And then I'm like, in my own mind, I'm like, I need to say this to myself.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to
Yeah.
give advice, but it's hard. At least I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anyone, but it's hard for me to take advice, and maybe that's why I need the multiple taps. But, but it's easy to give than to receive.
Yeah. I have a hard time receiving. Because I just be like, what? Don't.
What do you think that is, though? Like
A hard time receiving?
yeah, you know better, or you
No,
don't
it's
trust
not that,
the source?
It's not that I know better. Because I sometimes look at things as a personal attack.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I sometimes think, well, not sometimes, a lot of times, I look at things as personal attacks, which is something that I need to work on. When I know that the person is only telling me because they want better for me. So that's something that I'm working on and I'm working through. So I think I forgot to bring the word of the Lord into this for the scripture. So I have Joshua 1:9, the New Living Translation. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord God is with you wherever you go. So just know that if you're facing something new, if you're wanting to break an old habit, if you're wanting to just change, just know that God is with you. And if you ask him, he will give you the tools and the wisdom on how to navigate through that. Now, you might
You ain't gonna
fight
like
against
it.
it. You ain't gonna like it.
Don't be up there asking for
But-
patience and then wondering why.
Oh, no, I do
Wondering
not.
why that's
No.
something I've never asked
No.
God for with patience.
No.
Because I ain't gonna make it. I'm just not. Yeah, some things, like they used to say, be careful what you pray for.
Yeah.
That I believe that's a true thing.
Especially with patience.
Yeah, I don't ask God for patience because I'm not there.
You brought up something that you said you have a hard time receiving and you see things as a personal attack. I think that people have to also be mindful that not everyone wants to be held accountable.
This is true.
You know, and that's why I say I've given, you know, people very close to me permission to hold me accountable or keep me in line, you know, if they see me
Yeah.
veering off, because not everybody wants that. You know, it's great that we have it,
Yeah.
but not everybody wants to be held accountable. I mean, some people want to stay in the space that they're in.
That's true too.
That's true. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I guess because if you are living behind the mask, you don't care to be held accountable
Ooh.
because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you are held accountable, that forces you to take this off. And who wants to take that off? Who's ready to take that off?
And growth and change hurts.
It
It's
is.
not-
It's too much work to live behind the mask.
But we did it unknowingly for so
And
many
that's what I'm
years.
saying. And now that I'm
now
from-
that I don't, yes, that's
now
how
that
I
I'm
feel.
from behind it, it was too much work to where it take it or leave it at this
Right.
point. I'm not living behind it anymore. I've played the role of what other people thought that I should be, who I should be. I've done it. It's tiring, it's exhausting.
It is.
And I'm in the place now where I am becoming who I'm meant to be. And I enjoy that version of myself much more than the one that was behind the mask.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I can't anymore. I tried to I can't.
You said you tried to.
I try as I can, and I can't.
Because thinking about it, you're performing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not living from a place of authenticity. You are performing for these
and
people
that's exhausting.
who don't even halfway like themselves or have themselves together. And you're like, why am I doing this for you when you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
it's just, performing is tiring, like you said. It's
Yeah,
tiring.
and it comes with, you know, being vulnerable and allowing that accountability so that you could feel free to let it go. Because we all wear, as you said before, these are like these things and these habits are defaults to protect us.
Yeah.
So we go behind the mask to protect us, as we feel like that's a protection to us. And that's when we circle back to those habits and the things. And we feel it's a personal attack because we've been attached to this thing for so long. You're taking away like my baby, my child from me.
And I'm thinking of a situation like all of these are created. These are not real.
Right.
This is not who you really are. This is who you've created yourself to be.
Right.
So I think you have to step back and say, who have I created and who do I desire to become? And when you start moving from a place of who you've created and you step and you look into who you have created, again, it's not the true story.
Yeah.
So when you line that up to who do I desire to become, it's not in alignment with the mass that you created. And I'm just thinking like, you know, the person that you've created, if you're like, oh, I gotta hold up this standard to who XYZ thinks that I am, like who does that benefit?
Right.
And then, you know, you're stuck
Yeah.
behind this mask that you have to continue the facade. That's really and truly where imposter syndrome originated from, I believe, because when you are your true authentic self, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be an imposter anymore because you are who you say you are. So living behind the mask, that's what, you know, we kind of created this whole concept around, that we have lived behind the mask, we're coming from behind them. And so it's a lot easier when you come from behind it. You really don't have to kind of fall into old patterns, really. You know what I mean? Like, me, personal experience, I had one of the worst headaches I have ever had. I've suffered from migraines since I was 15 years old, but I've kind of learned my triggers. I had one of the worst headaches I've ever had in my entire life recently. I thought it was the end. I thought that I looked in the mirror, I'm like, Lord, is this it? Like, is this is how it's ending? I thought I had to drive myself to the emergency room. Like, it was really, really bad. And a default mechanism almost happened to me. I almost called someone who I knew that I should not call, but I was just out of my mind.
Right.
And almost did it. But again, because I have come from behind the mask, because I am being integral with myself, when I've said that door is closed and I had to think about it, I don't care if this is the end, you are not calling that person.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's great to have y'all as accountability partners, but I'm holding myself accountable.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, because it starts with you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It does.
So,
Yeah. So our audience, we want to ask you, how did you break the cycle or are breaking the cycle of falling back into unhealthy patterns? So in the call to action and final words, if you do fall back into unhealthy patterns, acknowledge what was done, forgive yourself, and find a new alternative. Progression takes time. It is not an overnight process. And also, if you need professional assistance, it does not hurt to talk to a therapist. That's what they are there for. That's what God made them for. I know in the church it was, oh, pray about it and God gonna handle everything. No, boo, you got to do your part.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes you can't pray it away.
Sometimes
No.
you can't pray it away. You have to work through it.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, a therapist is a great way to talk about it and see something from a different perspective. You know what I mean? So even if you can't afford a therapist, there are programs out there that will help you find one that will, you know, just get you that assistance that you need. So, SISTARS, Bro Stars. Wow, we're going to episode 9.
Yes, nearing the end.
Veteran love.
Veteran love.
Veteran love. So we thank you for watching. We ask you to please like, share, and subscribe, and use our hashtag
SISTARS, our faithful friends.
We're SISTARS Podcast.